does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing? Ooh, can we switch up all the rules and imagine a utopia? Darling, I'm just so fed up with these expectations. They keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down.
Hello everybody, my name is Chester and this is Snow.
Hi.
I made her wait a bit so I could play that music. She didn't know about it. I told her I was gonna play some music, but I doubt that she remembered. So
And you call me out like that.
I
That's just
did call her out
rude.
like that because I knew exactly what was going on and I knew that she would be frustrated.
So Chester's going to start off with episode 9, since last time we
Oh,
left
just
off
like that. Okay.
on
So just as a
episode...
recap, we have been watching So I'm a Spider, So What? Uh we do have two previous episodes before this. It's episode 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. From here for this podcast, we're gonna be doing episodes 9, 10, 11, and 12, unless we go back to just doing the 3, which I doubt we're gonna be doing because
I
um
think with the way that these episodes line up, I think 4 is just a safer
you think so?
number to do. Yeah, because episode 11 kind of finished off and episode 12 picks back up.
True. Okay, so something that I do need to kind of mention is that after episode 12 things kind of start to die down and then pick right back up. There are a couple episodes that are kind of filler E, so just a quick heads up there. But since Snow said that we are gonna keep doing 4 episodes per, then that's cool. I'm thinking. So I was thinking earlier today, though, Snow. What if we do a longer episode to finish it off later on? Because you're not there yet, but things kind of start to pick up and slow down really fast.
You mean for today or in general
No,
for
no, for
next
later,
time?
for later.
Yeah,
You'll
we
see,
can
you'll
do
see.
that. That's fine.
Just a quick heads up. We have our
I do
I
think
have
actually from 12, what is it? 12 to 16, we don't need to though.
no. We should be okay on 12 to 16.
Yeah, cuz like I just finished those ones. Like I don't think we need to do that, but I
Right.
think after 16 is where you're referring.
Yes. Well, probably yes and no. Both kind of. It's a mix on that one. But yeah, um, she's almost to the parts where I mentioned. I actually just finished the anime off today. Luckily enough, I hadn't watched the very last episode. On the first run when I watched it on a certain streaming site. That's dedicated directly for anime. But I was able to do it today, and it was really nice. We're getting into a lot of weird semantics there. Anyways, we are
At
gonna
least you
start
caught
today's.
yourself.
Huh?
At least you caught yourself there.
I know. Anyways, today the first episode that we're gonna talk about is episode 9, which is titled "I Can't Speak Isekai." So on this one, we start off with the students. So Julius visits the academy to tell Shen and Sue that the demons are mobilizing for war, and he's being sent to the front lines. Now, if you guys don't remember, Julius is the is Shen's older brother. He has the designation or the skill of hero. So meanwhile, while this is revealed that the nameless spider that the dragon killed was an illusion, with the help from all 4 of her minions, not minions, her minions, she then successfully casts abyss magic to kill the dragon. That kind of leads to other stuff though, because she's then confronted by a mysterious man with an administrative privileges, who senses
Oh,
that the dragon died.
yeah, and that's because he's like the Dragon Knight or some vibe that you'll get from him if you watch the anime.
Yeah, well, not the dragon guy. He's more of the for some reason, all the beasts, or at least all the quote unquote holy beasts, are they're ruled by a specific
People,
um
powers.
god, kind of. Well, they're more of like demon lords. They come off more as demon lords, and they're mentioned more as demon lords. So this guy ends up being the dragon demon lord, so the leader of the dragons. And at first, it seemed like he was gonna kill her. He was gonna do something to her when a cell phone just drops out of midair.
And this is the middle, like, evil century. Like, this isn't, phones are not a thing.
Well, yeah, no, not just that. It's a completely different dimension or universe where, like, anything that's powered up by electricity is just not warranted. So, yeah. Anyways, as they fail to communicate due to the language barrier, which there is a language barrier, we hear if you watch, depending on
Blah, blah, blah,
which,
blah, blah, blah,
yeah,
blah.
depending on which dub you watch. If you watch the English dub, you'll hear something completely. I think they might use the same voice, the same language for it, but yeah, no matter which one you watch, it's gonna be like unintelligible language because I mean it fits perfectly with this. They shouldn't be speaking uh, Japanese or English or anything from the other universe because that just doesn't exist on this universe. Anyways, like I said, a cell phone just suddenly drops out of nowhere. The caller then starts talking with the mysterious man, who then leaves before she starts talking to the spider and introduces herself as D, or Administrator D. She then realizes that she's been watching her. The spider asks what the Administrator D wants, to which the answer is just the administrator's
Entertainment.
bored. Yeah, she's bored. She wants entertainment. So she's been rooting. She's been watching over the spider this whole time, and she's been rooting for the spider this whole time because there's never been a monster that has kept her as entertained as the spider has. Now, just the mere fact that she's been watching the spider, it kind of we kind of get the sense that the administrator does know that she's a reincarnation, so she's been reborn into this world. Well, anyway, where was it? She's just wanting for entertainment, and ends the call before the spider could ask anything else. In the demon realm, the demon lord holds council with her with generals, and they end up declaring war on humanity. Back at the academy with the other people that were reincarnated, the other kids that were reincarnated, Shun suddenly unlocks the hero title, which can only mean one thing, and that ends up being that Julius has been killed. This ends up being incredibly important because we get kind of barraged with some information. So if whoever has the hero title, they can't give it up. They can't just relinquish the title just because they want to. It doesn't matter if they don't want to be the hero. It doesn't matter if nothing. They can't pass it on to anybody else once they have it.
Kind of putting that into episode 10 there.
It kind of travels
Yeah,
on.
no, 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 it
No.
doesn't.
Okay, so you keep saying that, but if you keep watching towards the end of the episode, past the credits, you'll see that
I
it's
did.
not.
I
Well, then
understand
you will
that, but
see that.
okay,
So,
whatever.
anyways, go on episode 10.
Okay, well,
I swear.
episode 10
Go
is
ahead.
that.
Yeah.
Are you done?
Yes, I'm done now. But I'm writing notes.
The prince is aware that his brother died, but also is like hesitant that his brother dies. He's like, yeah, there's no way. So then they do this family meeting, right? And then they have to find a new kingdom ruler. You have to announce a new hero. So they pull the hero out of school now, right? Because he has to protect all that. They discuss his role and what he's gonna be. It's kind of like information that's really good, but also like tragedy has struck. I don't know.
Well, this is kind
They
of news
further
as well because having the hero being reborn is one thing. Well, not even reborn. Having the hero killed is one thing, but having the hero skill being passed on to somebody from the same family is weird enough.
Like unheard of.
Yeah. So we kind of get the I don't know about you. It kind of gives off the sense that like the hero title isn't necessarily somebody from nobility. It could be like a beggar that
Oh,
is in the streets.
100%.
Yeah, but
Yeah, so like
go ahead.
I was just gonna move on to the next thing, but you can continue if you want.
Oh yeah, sorry. I don't know. It just kind of from what the king says, Shun's dad ends up telling him is that it's it might be it might be seen as something else than it is from the people if they find out that the hero is also a prince.
Yes. Um, but then in other places, they have realized that a spider has like all the demons are leaving the cave, whatever it's called.
Yeah, the labyrinth, right?
Yeah, labyrinth, right? All the demons are like fleeing from the labyrinth because there's a beast out of control. Meanwhile, it is our monster. It is our spider. But the humans don't know that. And it was actually they kind of did a good job on this episode because it's like leading you to mystery because like they don't actually show her personality only in certain spots where she's like flailing her arms or you could see her talk. But like
That
overall, like it's
dude,
her.
that is
You
the
like you're like
funniest
that
part
looks
though.
familiar, but it's like from a human perspective, which is so good. I found that like really intriguing because you know it's her, but you don't know at the same time until like I think it was like episode 11 where they actually confirm her vision like passed back, like she has visions of it. Um, but in episode 10, so like the humans if essentially go into the dungeon, they find the monster. Okay, this is where it throws you in for a loop, and this is why there's a little bit of mystery to it because they actually. Oh, hold on. I want to verify my what I'm gonna say. 2 seconds. One. Okay, so guys, remember when we talked about her house that had the sink that had everything in it, right? And then how the
Wait, hang
humans
on. I got
destroyed
something perfect
it.
for this. Wait,
Mm,
before you say it, hang on. I have to play this. All right, go on. Stop before you play. You say what exactly is the big drop though.
I don't
Go ahead.
understand what you want me to do. Am I
Yeah,
good to
okay.
go?
Yeah, go. You're good. You're good.
So they, I don't even know what I was gonna say now.
Ah, well.
Yeah, like I just genuinely, you were so random with that. I can't even tell
Well,
you.
I tried.
Yeah, but I don't know what I'm saying. House, like what?
Okay, well, something they finally let you know something. Go
Okay,
on.
so past tense, they showed us the egg getting stolen from her when she was like still like developing,
Mhm.
right? Like the humans coming in and they stole her egg from her and that. Um, and then later on, now they show that, but they also show her still at that other home where they're kind of going into the stages where she went up the stratums into like her different houses that she developed, right? She has a huge fight with the humans. And what actually happens is that, like, past when we saw the humans try to burn down her house, all we saw was her running. But she actually did fight them. She actually did, if you go back and you watch this episode, right? So she threw a couple of like poison bombs and then she ran away and then she kept running essentially. But what they actually didn't show until now, recently, that she actually did fight the humans. She teleported, she essentially injured them really badly. And then she was able to get like a little like upgrade and different powers. But her taboo skill did upgrade. It's essentially like a scene that you need to watch, right? Because this sorceress was so at awe of like the spider, like intelligence wise and all that, where it's like he's like, I'm powerless. I'm genuinely, this is so amazing. I don't know what to do. what do I do? We're dead. We're all gonna die, right? So he teleports out with another guy just in the nick of time. Meanwhile, the spider upgraded, or not upgraded, but leveled up. They're at awe of how the sorceress was like completely powerless. And then it flips back to her little spider doing like her little like dancey woos of how like all her brains and that of all the cool skills they get and all that. I don't know. What did I miss, Chester?
So a couple things. Yeah, she did. So something that I do want to point out here as well is that I'm actually really happy that they came back to that, because at first we didn't actually see her fighting them off. We just, like you said, we just saw her running away. But it's nice to see that she was actually fighting them. It's nice to see. Well, firstly, that how the oh, crap, what's that skill called? Um,
Taboo?
no, not the taboo. The other one. Sorry, the very first one that she got.
I have no idea. She has so many.
Yeah, she's got
Poison bomb.
no, not that one. Appraisal. It's nice to see how appraisal ends up working, or at least how the wizard, the sorcerer guy, ends up perceiving it, because it's not just like her
Oh, it like
looking at him.
shoots like a little dart at him, and he's like,
Yeah,
"What the hell?
it
Did she
actually.
just appraise me?" Like, yeah.
Yeah, that was really really cool to watch, because it's not just like she looks at him and then she knows everything. So I'm guessing the sorcerer had a high enough level, or high enough intelligence or wisdom, or something like that, to figure out that he was being appraised, that he actually physically felt it, because it like pierced his heart, and he fell back thinking that he was stabbed or something. So that's actually really, I loved that part. So I don't know. I also like the
It's
fact
good.
that he tried to appraise her, but she blocked it, because
Yeah, somehow.
she had a higher ability than he did, so she was able to block his appraisal over. So I don't know, just little things that I am kind of geeking out over. So I was actually really cool. I thought that was really cool to watch.
Hmm.
All right, I don't know. That's I like that part. So I don't know. All right, moving on. Episode 11, since Snow just kind of won't talk there.
Well, I already said what I
Oh, yeah,
about what
true.
I.
But I mean, did you also figure out that it was from that same visit that the that Shun's brothers what is it? The scarf?
Yeah,
That's where they got the silk from.
that was
Because
actually in the past episode.
right, but this is actually where they show the rest of it, because they find out that it's fire resistant, it's stronger than other silk, that other spider webs are, and the fact that they were able to sell it, they were able to harvest it and then sell it off. It's I don't know. I thought it was a nice touch that they finally decided to pick up on. So yeah. All right. No, episode 11, which is called "Next Time is the next time is the big battle." So on this one, Ashton feels uneasy about replacing Julius as a hero, which, to be honest, anybody would, especially if it was your brother. I would imagine that was a previous hero. Not only that, but you have some huge shoes to fill. Um. Well, anyway, he's feeling pressure, unease about replacing him. Faye, the dragon, convinces him to form a pact with her, enabling him to summon her if he's in danger. This causes Faye to evolve and revert back into an egg while the process is underway. Not only that, before she became an egg, she did kind of explain that she was okay with him forming a pact, because, uh, first of all, he wouldn't order her to do something that she was uncomfortable doing, like killing someone if they didn't deserve it or anything like that. And secondly, she felt it was okay because the only time he would actually call on her was when he was actually in danger. So once they do that, she kind of feels that the pact was done quickly. Like there was no fanfare.
There
There
was
was
like nothing to do with it. It was
yeah,
like literally a handshake and you're done.
yeah. That's pretty much it. And Shin does say, well, it's not a big deal making a pact. It's more of a deal if a pact is broken. So that might foreshadow something that's coming up later on. But at this moment, we see absolutely nothing. Nothing of that. The only thing that I can do there is speculate. Well, anyway, Shin later does meet up with Hirons or Hirons. I don't know how they mentioned it in the English dub, so but and I'll just
You
go
act like I
Hirons.
remember names.
The blonde guy, the shield guy.
Good. Thank you.
You are welcome. Um, sorry, lost my track there. He meets up with Hirons, who is the only survivor of Julius's party when Julius was killed, and he explains that they were all killed by a mysterious girl in white, with him being the only survivor because Julius had basically forced him to use the revival item that he was carrying, which is a phoenix feather or phoenix down. To those people that are watching and Final Fantasy, which I would kind of guess that everybody knows Final Fantasy. You've played it at some point in time. It's like a phoenix down. Snow might be looking at us completely weirdly because she might not know what that is, but we all know. So it's okay. So basically, it's a phoenix feather. They explain it that once you die, whoever's holding it is brought back to life, and that's what he was holding. Shun doesn't blame Hirons and takes him as a new teammate. Back in the past, or back with our spider, due to Taboo reaching level 10, our spider starts to get visions that the world is heading towards an apocalypse, but struggles to make sense of it all. She comes to the conclusion that she needs to get stronger and save the world, and she decides to change Araba, or the if you guys remember, there was a huge earth dragon down in the labyrinth. That guy's name was Araba, and begins relentlessly leveling up by clearing out monsters that might get in the way. In the end, she does finish her preparations just as Araba arrives to confront her. Thoughts on that, Snow?
Nope.
No thoughts? What do you think of the episode, first of all?
That one was kind of a filler.
I agree. That's
That's why
exactly
there's
what
no
I thought
thought.
too.
It was a lot of info, which is good, but also like kind of like episode 10 is gonna be a quick sum up too,
Yeah,
just
true.
because of the way that it's one of the ones that you have to actually watch.
True.
And am I good to proceed on
You
why is
are
that it?
you are good to proceed.
All right, so our spider, our one and only spider, decides to fight Hiraba, the dragon, Hiraba. Yes, okay, my bad, sorry. And so she's fighting him, facing her fears, right? Since the dragon traumatized her when she was still like a baby. Um, and what's it called? They go on and they fight, battle. She's close to death, of course. They fight some more. She realizes this dragon, it has a high intelligent level to the point where he had like 4,000 skill points. And the dragon was so close to dying where he actually used all his skill points just to counter her. So she was like, "Oh, this is amazing. I've never had a dragon actually like use skill points just to counter me, right?" Because he got like all these like level ups and all that just to freaking try to beat her, right? And he almost did, but she was able to miraculously kill him last minute with her like dead eye and just wearing him out and that.
Yeah, that was actually really cool to
So
see. I'm not even
yeah,
gonna
and
lie.
then
The fact that he had to use skill points just to stay alive to try and beat her was really cool.
and the way he died really made her mad because it's kind of like he had like 1 HP, 1 MP, 1 SP, one of the last one I don't remember was. But yeah, they were all single digits, so he knew he was dying. So he just kind of like vanished. He's like, "I salute you. That was a
He
good
didn't
match."
vanish. He gave up basically.
yeah, essentially gave up, but like it's still like he had no corpse left behind. Like he actually kind of just like went into ashes and like went into a ball and then just kind of like plada, right? Kind of like a
Yeah,
firework
that's yeah,
that
good
just
enough.
floated away,
That's fair enough.
right? And then she was like hurt by it, right? Like emotionally, like you traumatized me, and then this is how you're leaving it. So they switched the palace, the demon palace, and they're consulting about the plans, and how Shun's gonna have to die, right? The demon queen's like, yeah, your Shun's gonna have to die. Sorry, man. Um, and then they actually switch back to Shun, whatever, um, with the scarf, right? With that 15-year-old scarf that his
Mm-hmm.
mother made that was from our spider, since it was made when she was like pretty much like an infant. Which was actually a really cool plot twist. Like honestly, that's one of the ones you would not have seen coming.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah, like it
I
was it
think
was a clean like okay, random info. Really nice though.
yeah, it was really nice to finally actually be able to not just see but like confirm. Give me one sec.
Yeah. I'll take it. So they did see and confirm it, but it's also Shun is saying how he's gonna inherit his brother's will, like the last hero's will now, right? He's like, I'm not gonna let my brother's dream die and all that. Meanwhile, what's it called? Shun's sister went to go see check up on them. They're doing well. That was actually I didn't need to say that. I'm sorry guys. Sorry. Meanwhile, the what's his name? The evil dude with brown hair that we've been talking about, how I said he's evil.
Yeah, just a heads up. Snow
Hugo.
heard some really loud stuff there. That was my phone, but you guys didn't hear it.
Hugo. Um, what's it called? Hugo is making a plan with the freaking crazy ass chick. And then they go back to our little freaking spider in a battle, and then that was the end of episode 12, more or less.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know. Are we calling it there or are we going on to episode 13?
I think we should call it there. That was good. That was a
That
good
was
amount of
the
time.
shortest episode. I think we just speed ran it. But
Well, it's
in our
kind of
defense,
info.
yeah, in our defense, that not a whole lot of stuff happening here.
There's only like we can't really explain the fighting scenes, A, and the info was like 2 episodes.
Yeah, that's true.
So
It leaves us like one whole episode and a half to kind of explain anything useful that I don't know. A lot of it was filler though. I will admit to that. I will agree that that was a lot of filler. But
mm,
yeah, I think honestly that would be okay for us to end it. I mean,
mm. So we're gonna
yeah,
call it there, and we will hit you guys up with episode 13 to 16 next time around.
13, 14, 15. Yep, 16.
You really just counted.
I did, yeah, because it doesn't look right. Like 13 to 16, 1, 2, 3. Yep, 4. But yeah, we'll leave it there. We have already come up with a recording schedule and an upload schedule, so we'll keep you guys updated when we finalize that. Um, other than that, you could watch me stream almost daily, Tuesday through Saturday on Twitch, Twitch TV, twitch.tv/Chester and Snow.
Bye.
Wow, that's all she says, really. Jesus Christ. Okay, well, thank you guys again. You guys have a great rest of the night. Bye bye.